Despite what the title says, I really like this mouse. I had such a great experience gaming on it that, for the most part anyway, I don't mind the minor things I feel they've lost compared to the last generation. Now with that said, let me give you a rundown of the new version, or the new generation, of the Steelseries Sensei Ten. It's still got the ambidextrous shape we've come to know and love, and is comfortable for either hand, and can also accommodate either palm, claw, or fingertip grips, although I personally tend to palm it. Sensor-wise, it's got their new TrueMove Pro sensor, which can do anywhere from 50 to 18,000 CPI, and can do that in 50 CPI increments, all of which can be controlled in the Steelseries engine software, including the button layouts, RGB lighting, and of course the sensor settings itself. Now in terms of actually tracking, this thing is great. Like I said at the start, it tracks incredibly well, is a very, very nice gaming experience, and actually had me hitting more flick shots in CSGO on bots than I usually would, which I appreciate is a pretty low bar, but still it was a great gaming experience. Its weight also helps here at a cool 92 grams. Now it's not the lightest gaming mouse in the world. Stuff like the Endgame Gear XM1 is a cool 70, so a good bit lighter there, but for a filthy casual like me, it's plenty light enough. I'd also mention that it's a good 4 grams lighter than the last generation, the 310 as well, so that's always good to see. But now for what's missing. The first one is the rubber textured side grips that came on the 310, the last generation, because those were absolutely fantastic. Instead, this one just has a hard plastic shell with a slight soft touch coating across the whole mouse, but nothing really incredibly special when it comes to the side, which does make it ever so slightly harder to pick up and lift off when you're flicking the mouse around. It's not the end of the world, it's not a deal breaker, but it's something that I do miss because the rubber texture sides on the Rival and Sensei 310s were one of my favourite features. What else is gone is the nice thin light cable. The one that's attached here is unbraided like the last generation, but is a good bit thicker than the last generation, making it a good bit stiffer and more likely to get snagged on your desk or anything else there, and is a little bit heavier as well to flick around with. And finally, the price. The last generation 310 sold at launch for £60 and is currently available for just £44, whereas the new 10 is selling for £70. It does make it a bit hard to recommend, especially considering the lack of features compared to the last generation, and the sensor, at least from my casual perspective, being incredibly similar. Now with that said, I do still stand by my statement at the start of the video that this is a fantastic gaming mouse, is a brilliant experience, and I do genuinely like using it, but when you add the pricing, the lack of like nice cables and rubber side grips, it does make it pretty hard to recommend. Now to answer the question of would I put this on my desk, for me personally, I probably wouldn't. I'm actually left-handed, but I use right-handed mice with no problems, and so I would probably go with the Rival 310 over the Sensei generally anyway, but even if I did want ambidextrous support, I would still probably go with the Sensei 310 over the newer Sensei 10, mostly because of those rubber grips and the pricing difference at the moment. With that said, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Which one would you pick if you're planning on picking them up, and what do you think of the newer Sensei 10 with the better sensor and lighter weight? Would it make a difference for you? Let me know in the comments down below and in the poll up above as well. Of course, if you want to see more videos like this one every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, make sure you hit that subscribe button with the bell notification icon to be notified of those new videos. And if you want to check out the Sensei 10, check out pricing when and where you watch this, because it can vary, and especially if you're not watching this on launch, it could have dropped in price. Do check out the Amazon affiliate link in the description down below. There's also general Amazon and Overclock Arcade affiliate links in that description as well if you want to support the channel. Those don't cost you anything to use, but massively help me out when you do use them. Or there's stuff like merch for hoodies or t-shirts like this one, or a load of other designs, and Patreon if you want to get cool rewards and support directly too, or even stuff like private internet access, which is a great and cheap VPN, or Humble Bundle for cheap games to support charities too. Otherwise, you can check out some more videos over there, maybe check out the Sensei and Rival 310 review, or even the Endgame Gear XM1, and otherwise that's pretty much it. If you got any questions, leave those in the comments down below, and we'll see y'all on the next video.